open with a quote by Tony Robbins, and he says that beliefs have the power to create and the power to destroy. Human beings have the awesome ability to take any experience of their lives and create a meaning that disempowers them or one that literally saves their lives. And that's a quote by Tony Robbins. So what he's saying is that the power of a belief, whether it's limiting or it's going to empower you, it can change your life. It can empower you, it can disempower you. But today we want to bring awareness to those beliefs that are disempowering you, which means are limiting you from your true potential, limiting you from the woman that you are called to be, the woman that you desire to become. Because every day we are evolving, whether that's intentionally or unintentionally, to be the best version, I hope, of ourselves and as a woman that you are meant to be. So what is a limiting belief? A limiting belief really is a belief that's holding you back. Like I mentioned, it's a belief that it's something that you believe about yourself or you've been told as a child, and it's been programmed, it's been ingrained in you from the time you were a child growing up, or it could be something that you've heard over and over again in a relationship, an abusive relationship, a marriage, from a family member, a friend, someone who themselves had their own and were dealing with their own limiting beliefs, and it perpetuates. You've ever heard that the term of the abused become the abuser, because that's all they know. So even though they may say, well, I will never want to become like my father, my mother, I will never want to, be involved in such a behavior. Unfortunately, we become what we despise, right? So the limiting beliefs, it's really, really clear to understand what a limiting belief is. Now, from what I've shared with you, you know that it's holding you back. You know it's keeping you stuck. Limiting means that it's keeping you back. It's keeping you from breaking through to your next level. It's keeping you from moving forward. And it's at the core. And you'd be surprised of the limiting beliefs that we all have. And it may not seem like it's a limiting belief because it's something that we just think it's a thought or this is who I am. But first of all, let me say, a limiting belief is a lie. And if you know anything about the Bible, you would know that a lie is like from the pit of hell, right? So a limiting belief is a lie. It's something that's not true. It's something that we tell ourselves, whether it's intentional or unintentional, and it becomes this belief. So what is a belief? It's a thought that we repeat, we believe over and over, and becomes a belief. It becomes a core structure, foundation of who we are at soul, at the subconscious level, right? So we believe it. We believe it to be true, but it's not true. And therefore, it stops you from moving forward. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you playing small. When you want to share your message, all of these beliefs or thoughts or fears run through your mind. You're not pretty enough. You're not good enough. You're too fat. You're too skinny. You're too thin. You're too this. You're too that. But are they true? Are they really true? So the foundation for limiting beliefs is that they are not true. They are lies. They are lies that have been programmed within us, whether we put them there ourselves or whether we've been programmed from a child. So today the focus is really becoming clear and having an awareness of what those limiting beliefs are, right? Because in order to change something, we must first have an awareness. We must first raise our consciousness to become aware of what these things are that we want to change or have a desire to change, or what have been keeping you stuck and you didn't realize, oh, this is what's running the show. Because that's what happens. The limiting beliefs become so ingrained of who we are, becomes part of our programming, and every day it runs the show. Every day it runs the show. It tells you that you're not good enough. You want to go and bring in $10,000 per month, and it tells you, well, who are you to bring in $10,000 a month? your mother never made that much, your father never made that much, you know. There was always challenges putting food on the table, and now you want to go and do what? You want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a coach, you want to do this in the world, and you're desiring to have $10,000 a month? Who do you think you are? Right? So that's a limiting belief, and it's based on what you've seen, what you've seen as a child, what you've been programmed as, whether that's conscious or unconsciously. And it's time to put those limiting beliefs aside